What is going on, guys? Andrew here, back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Odell Beckham Jr. and trade rumors. Of course, this is the theme for us Browns fans having to deal with this on almost a day-to-day basis, and these rumors unfortunately will just never go away. They're going to keep popping up. Are the Browns going to get rid of OBJ? Does OBJ want out of Cleveland? I think the high profile of OBJ is what draws these trade rumors, and there's just so many questions swirling. Is OBJ done in Cleveland? Will he be traded? And I am here to put those rumors to bed. As a Cleveland Browns supporter my entire life, growing up in Northeast Ohio my entire life, we've dealt with so much within the past 2 decades where we had one playoff appearance and that was it. Back in 2002, we had the one playoff appearance since our rejoining in the NFL in 99. And of course, this past season, we made the playoffs, beating the Steelers, getting our revenge in that first round that we lost to in 2002, and then losing to the Chiefs. But will this be the end of OBJ in Cleveland? I don't think so. I'm going to answer some questions that have been asked a lot, like what's his trade value if he does get traded? What team could use him? His injury concerns, is he still elite? Does he make the Browns better or worse? And I'm here to answer those questions and hopefully put these rumors to bed. So let's start off with that first question. If the Browns do end up trading OBJ, what's his trade value? For those who don't remember, back in 2019, the Browns got OBJ for a first, a third, and Jabril Peppers in 2019. So a first, a third, and Jabril in 2019. What can the Browns get back? I still think you can get a first. It's not going to be a mid first. It's not going to be an early first. I'm talking like what the Browns have now, like a 26 pick, 27th to 32. It'd probably be a late first. You might be able to sneak in like a 4th round pick in there. You know, you might just get a few picks for him at this point. I don't think you're going to get a player like the Giants getting Jabril Peppers. I don't think you're going to get a player out of him. But because of how big his name is and how big of a player he is and kind of the impact he has on games, you're still definitely going to get a first for him, and you might get a few more picks after that. What teams could use him? I would say Miami with Tua. He could use a couple of wide receivers. Washington, you could pair him with Terry McLaurin. Maybe Trevor Lawrence going to Jacksonville. You can see him going down to Jacksonville because they got the cash to pay for him and all that. So it really doesn't matter who gets him, because no matter who gets him, he's going to have a major impact for that team anyways. Is he still elite? Absolutely. He's still elite. And it's not for the what people think he is, because people are like, oh, elite, he's got to have 1,000 receiving yards. He's got to have double-digit touchdowns. He's got to have this. He's got to have that. And that's not necessarily true. That doesn't really make... Yes, those stuff does help make you elite, but other things can make you elite as well. Like the one thing I've always talked about was Odell's usage off the ball. Odell helps create space for other receivers to get open. As you can see in some Browns games, he would run a route, he could draw a double team, and now would free up Jarvis Landry or Rashard Higgins or Peoples-Jones or Kadarius Hodge. It would free up those receivers for some big gains and open up that middle. Off the ball, he can help create space for other receivers to get open and draw double teams. He can run them with reverses, as we saw against the Dallas Cowboys. He ran that reverse for a touchdown that sealed the deal against the Cowboys when the Cowboys were starting to make the comeback. You can use him in certain situations that still makes him a great use. You don't necessarily need him to catch 15 passes a game. You don't need him to get 100 yards a game. You don't need him to get double-digit touchdowns a season or 1,000 yards a season. It's how you use him is what the value you're going to get for him. The Browns use him in so many different ways, off the ball and on the ball, that it helps them win games. Another thing, is his injuries a concern? Yes, he's coming back from a torn ACL. Does that affect him? Well, from what it looks like, he is recovering very quickly, and it looks like he's looking very, very good and getting closer and closer to 100%. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to be 100% when the season starts. He's probably going to be like 80%, 75, 80%. But if you watch his videos on his Instagram or Twitter or whatever he posts on, you can see that he's getting stronger. He's running full speed. He's getting back to normal OBJ. So with his injuries being concerned, not necessarily. I think he can bounce back from his injuries. He's taken quicker than usual, which is a good sign. But could he be rushed back too quickly? Sure. Could he re-injure himself? Sure. But I think OBJ will be just fine, and I don't think his injuries would be much of a concern. Now, another thing is his last double-digit touchdown season was 2016. Can he get back to that level? Yes. The thing is, though, with the Browns, you have so many other options. The Browns will always be a run-first team with the duo of Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, so that will limit his touchdown ratio, or his touchdowns a season, or touchdowns a game, whatever you want to look at it. But he could get back to double-digit touchdowns. I think he could do it this season. The Browns will definitely have a formula to get him involved a lot more and get him involved in the passing game a lot more. They tried force feeding him a lot and it just doesn't work. And I think they realized that, and that they found different ways to get him open, whether it's, using the reverse to have Jarvis Landry throw a touchdown pass to him, or, running different seams and different routes that allow him to get open and get big yardage and for big touchdowns. He could get those double-digit touchdowns. It's just how you're going to use them. And I think the Browns are trying to find a way to use him a little bit better to get him to that point. But you also have to remember, you still have Rashard Higgins, who's a very good receiver. Peoples-Jones, who had a great rookie season. You still have his buddy old pal, Jarvis Landry, who's still a very, very good wide receiver. So he could get a double-digit season for touchdowns, but another reason why he couldn't is because he still has other great receivers around him, and you have to share the wealth. And the last thing is, does he make the Browns better or worse? Obviously, the answer is going to be he makes them better, because yes, the Browns played better without him and got to the playoffs and did very well. But as I said earlier in my comments earlier, he makes the Browns a better team overall because his presence makes the Browns offense click. Like I said, off the ball, he can get other wide receivers open by drawing double teams or running routes that help get other receivers open. He can run reverses that can go for big yardages or for big touchdowns. He knows how to play the game of football, and he makes every team he goes to better. As I said before, teams that could use him, Jacksonville, Washington, Miami, teams that could use an elite wide receiver. You can even send him to a team like San Francisco if they get a new quarterback. Partner up with that wide receiver core. It just depends on who you put him with. I think OBJ makes any team better. I don't think he makes them worse. And people say he makes them worse because he's a drama queen and stuff like that. I have yet to see that anywhere in Cleveland where he's been a drama queen or has been anything of that. He makes teams better. He makes the Browns better. Do the Browns play better with him? Yes. Do the Browns play better without him? Yes. It's just overall being a good team. That's all that factor is. What I'm trying to say is, will OBJ be traded? The answer is clear-cut and crystal. The answer is going to be no. Kevin Stefanski has already come out and said so many times that he's a huge part of this team. Andrew Berry has done the same, saying that he's a big part of this team. They want him here. And frankly, and you got to look in OBJ's mind, does he want to be here? And I'm sure the answer is yes, because look at where he's at. The Browns made the divisional round and almost beat the Chiefs, almost making it to the championship game. He wants to be here because in his mind, this is probably one of the only chances he has to get a ring. And with the Browns stacking their defense, adding big names like Jadeveon Clowney, Malik Jackson, Anthony Walker, big names, John Johnson, Troy Hill, the Browns are building to win. And I think in the back of his mind, he's thinking, at 29, this is my one and only chance of winning. If I go anywhere else, it might not be a good enough chance as I have right now. So I got to utilize what I have now and use this opportunity to try and win a title. So you got to think that in the back of his mind too, is that he probably doesn't want to leave because this is his best and only chance of winning. And if he goes anywhere else, he might not have that same opportunity. So do I think OBJ is going to be traded? No, not in the slightest. And I'm not saying this trying to be a cocky Browns fan and stuff like that. I'm saying this because now's the time to win. The team is getting a lot better and a lot stronger. Obviously, we had the draft in a couple of weeks, which I'll be there in person. And they're going to build on that as well in the draft. And a lot of people are saying that this could be the time where we make the Super Bowl. And I'm not saying that we are, but it's looking like we have a very, very good chance. And in the back of OBJ's mind, in the back of everybody's mind is this probably is it. This is probably his go-to chance, his golden chance to win. And he's a big part of this team, as Barry and Stefanski have mentioned numerous times. In his mind, this might be it. This might be his only chance. So you can't just walk away from this chance and say, I'm done. Look at what David Njoku did. He retracted his statements and saying that he wants to stay in Cleveland because he realized this could be his only chance for the rest of his career to win. In my eyes, this is it. This could be the Browns' time to win, and OBJ is going to be a major reason why. I think OBJ can crack 1,000 yards this season, and I think he can get close to that double-digit touchdown mark. Look for OBJ to have a big year, and Baker having a big year. And with that being said, guys, drop a like on this video, hit that red subscribe button, check out our partner Blue Chew. Guys, promo code SLUMP for 20% off. Skip those embarrassing visits, boost your confidence in the bedroom, and use our partner Blue Chew, promo code SLUMP. And I will see you guys in the next video.